So it would seem that update 47 has turned the Alchemist into an MIB at home. Well, not really, but almost. Looking at the update notes, we can see that bloons now only stay golden for 7 seconds instead of indefinitely, but for those 7 seconds, the bloon also loses its lead, black, white, and purple properties. So the reason that this is not quite like an MIB is that it doesn't remove the camo property, and in order for it to even be able to remove the lead and black property from a DDT, it also needs to be able to hit camo itself in the first place. But once you do have that setup though, that allows towers that normally would not be able to hit lead to damage that tower for that 7-second duration, and this may open up some new possibilities. So to test this out, I'm gonna play a game of Chimps, and I'm only gonna use towers that cannot pop lead bloons and of course a whole bunch of bottom path Alchemists. Now obviously trying this out in Chimps mode sounds a little counterproductive, because why would you ever get a rubber to gold if you're playing Chimps mode and can't get any income anyway? Now while I do agree with that, I don't really see when would this ever be useful in any other situation, because if you're not playing Chimps then surely you have enough money to afford an MIB. Ninja Kiwi said in the update notes that there are some, quote, seriously interesting build options from this, but whatever that is, it's flying over my head. Now, of course, this will probably lead to some really interesting challenges, but in terms of like the regular game modes, is there any use of this at all? I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of missing the point here, but maybe as we test it out and see how good it is, we will understand what it's actually made for. I've also gone with Geraldo as my hero, because out of all the heroes, I believe this is the only one that never gains the ability to pop lead, other than his store of course. So since I'm not allowing any lead popping power other than Alchemists, we're gonna have to go with the top and bottom cross path for the subs of course. Oh, and another thing about this change is that it of course only applies to the golden potion, not the regular attacks, and it only throws the golden potion every once in a while, so we're gonna need a whole bunch of these guys in order to be able to de-lead all of the DDTs. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my village right there and camo detection. And now we can just barely attack bloons as they're coming by here, very nice. Oh wait, I'm so silly, I forgot I'm gonna get advanced intel eventually anyway, so he's gonna have global range. I'm so silly. So the setup is gonna be centered around submarines, and I'm thinking about potentially getting an unstable concoction as well, because in the same updates they lower the price of that one, and that might be pretty useful for rounds like 98 or whatever. Now, since it is only the golden potion that actually applies this effect, we are again gonna need a whole bunch of Alchemists, but that means that I can't spend too much on my actual setup, because I'm gonna need... Well, how many of these do you think I'm gonna need? Maybe 5 or something? Which is kind of insane. I mean, surely at that point an MIB would be the sane option. Now, another thing that I need to keep in mind is the placement of these rubber to golds. They need to be spread out so that they don't all attack the same DDT at once, because we need the effect to be applied to all of them, and rounds like 95 has a whole bunch. So I'm gonna try my best here to have them basically as spread out as I possibly can and all set to strong. But of course they still all need to have camo, so I'm gonna have to place them all in range of this village still. Wait, are we dead to 63? Almost, that was pretty close. I wonder if we can take out the last wave here. That one is a little bit stronger. They do all have advanced intel, and Geraldo does give a bit of range down here, so yeah, we're fine. We're struggling against fortified Moab, so I really need to get some more APD upgrades here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get an Alch right here as well for the increased range of these guys, and it won't have camo, but I can go ahead and camo pot that later. Now, these submarines are not very strong because I only have a jungle drums buff, and I can't get any middle path attack speed buffs because that gives the MIB, and I can't give them the Alch buff because that allows them to pop lead, so I can't really buff them a lot. But next I am gonna try to save up for the sub-commander, and that does buff all the other submarines, so that should be a healthy boost to our DPS, because right now we really don't have too much damage. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted so much money on these rubber to gold so early, because I mean they don't generate any cash, and they don't really do a lot in terms of popping balloons either. Oh my god, beginning of 78, another one, come on. I'm actually dead, okay. I can't fit another one in range of the village, but I could just camo pot this one later. And I mean, hopefully this will add enough damage to get past this round here. Let's see. Just barely. Oh, wow. Now I finally have enough for the sub-commander. That should make this a whole lot easier. Yeah, there we go. Wow, look at that. That made a world of difference. Now I can go ahead and get this final one. I say final, but maybe I will need even more than 5. That would be pretty ridiculous though. Surely 5 will be enough to de-lead all of the DDTs. This truly has to be one of the silliest, stupidest chimp setups I've ever seen. Oh! And that was the first round of DDTs. I mean, it worked, but that doesn't really say much to me. 3 DDTs is really nothing compared to 95. 95 is the most brutal one. 99 is, I mean, they're fortified, but, you know, as long as I mean, we're fine damage-wise, I hope. But, like, these guys should be able to de-lead all of 99. But 95 might be more challenging because there's more DDTs on that one. Oh, 93. Yeah, it did. No, it still hasn't caught this one. It can't even do 93? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, they are all set to strong. What if I camo pot this one? It's hitting most of them, you know. Okay, this time. It worked, nice. You know, DDTs are so weak that these guys actually do enough damage that you can see on them that they are visually damaged, but that doesn't mean that they have been de-leaded, so you can, but you can hear from these guys hitting the DDTs that they have not yet lost their lead property. So this will be the real test. Can they de-lead the entirety of 95 here? Man, I'm not feeling very confident given the result we've seen previously. No. I mean, wow, this is not even close. Well, we do have 49k, so spam more of them. Okay, how about an additional 3? Surely. I mean, if 8 of them can't do it, then what would ever be the point of this? My god. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get another camo village here so that I can have these like even more spread out. 10 of these. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna pull out my hair. No. Okay, this time I also added another one of these down here. And I can't quite afford rubber to gold on this one though. But surely this is it. Can I even survive this? It is de-leading all of them though. Wait, no. One of them did not get de-leaded. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and add a unstable concoction as well. Because this is getting frustrating. This is pretty ridiculous though. Like, I have more alchemists than I have submarines, and it cannot, for the love of it, work. I was so close that one time though, but I can't seem to recreate it. I'm only making it worse, really. What about adding a couple of these totems as well? Yeah, okay, with a little bit of help from Geraldo's totems to slow them down a little bit. That actually did give them enough time to de-lead all of them. That was really stupid. Now, to be fair, I did not expect this to work flawlessly, but I did not expect it to be this bad either. 96 was actually pretty tough here. I wonder if we even have enough DPS for 98. I hope so. That is a lot of Moabs though. We do have 15k and it looks like we're probably gonna have to use it because, yeah, we need more damage here. Wait, what the hell is this? He wasn't even upgraded. So anyway, let's go ahead and apply a bunch more of these and whatever, use a glue. Oh well, I could have just actually, you know, bought myself a real glue. That would have been better. So it doesn't need to be said, but obviously this change is not meant for Chimps mode. But what the hell is it meant for then? Wait, could you use this to remove the lead property off of the red bloon? That could be useful, I guess. I don't know, you guys are gonna have to help me out. Like, do you have any idea why this would ever be useful? But anyway, that was that. That was probably the most stupid chimp setup you will ever see a YouTuber do in this entire year, I hope. Anyway, let me know what this change is actually made for, because otherwise I'm gonna lose sleep trying to figure this out. Leave a like on the video and I will see you in the next one.